Hi, my name is Nicole, and I'm an emergency medical technician, or an EMT. I'm so excited to take you on this virtual ambulance tour today. Please feel free to print out the alphabet sheet and play along in our alphabet hunt. Let's get started. Ambulances are a lot like other vehicles, except they have a lot more space and we carry a lot more equipment. They also have lights and sirens. It's our responsibility every day when we come to work to make sure that our ambulance and the lights and sirens are all in working order so that we can do our job. Let's take a look inside. You'll see the things on the inside of the ambulance are similar to the things that you would see in a regular car. We have our dashboard, our steering wheel, our windshield wipers, all of the normal things you'd see. We also have a really important backup camera that lets us see behind us and also lets us see into the back of the ambulance. We have a tablet similar to one that you might see at home. This is where dispatchers send all of our call information as well as our mapping information. This is our radio area. This allows us to speak back and forth with dispatch to get information about our calls. We also have this panel that has buttons for all of our lights and sirens, including the button right here for our scene lights. Now let's take a look at the outside of the ambulance. This door houses our oxygen tank, which is the large green tank that you see on the right side. We need a lot of oxygen for our patients. We also have our traction splint in this blue bag right here. The next set of doors over has our mobilization equipment. So it has our stair chair, which is the black and yellow chair that you see on the right that helps us get patients down the stairs or in some cases up the stairs. We also have this, which is our mega mover. It's kind of like a tarp with handles on it so we can carry people from one place to another. Now we're going to move on to the last door on this side, which houses our spare tire. Just like other vehicles, we have to keep a spare tire with us. We also have a little bit of salt or kitty litter, usually somewhere in the ambulance. This crew keeps it with their spare tire, just in case the roads are icy and we need it. We'll move around the back of the ambulance here. Just take a look. We'll go over to this other side door. This door houses all of our backboards. We have a lot of different options for backboards depending on your height and what the needs are. We also have this little green thing, if you can see it in here. This is a KED board. It helps us to remove people from car accidents. We have these little cardboard pediatric backboards. So that's that cabinet. We also have this little cabinet here which just has some of our backboard accessories in it. We have one last cabinet door on this side of the ambulance. This one's special because you can reach it from the inside or from the outside of the ambulance, and it houses a lot of our important tools. If you look on the bottom shelf here, you will see our jump kit. This has a lot of similar tools to what we have in the ambulance, but it's in a form where we can grab it and take it inside if we need to. Up here, we have our suction machine, our portable suction machine. This is kind of like Mr. Thirsty at the dentist's office, and it does the same job for us. If you look one shelf up, you will see what looks like a pizza warmer when you get your pizza delivered, but this is actually our blanket warmer because we like to make sure our patients are nice and warm, especially in the winter time. As I mentioned, once we get inside the ambulance, we can also access everything that's in that door, so you can see the blanket warmer there. We also have access to gloves in areas that help us get to them quickly because we use gloves a lot. Here you'll see our oxygen tank, which is also in a place we can get to it quickly. These are our benches. You'll notice that our seat belts are pretty cool. They lean way, way forward. This helps us be able to stay seat belted while we're taking care of patients. This is our sharps container, this little red container that you see here. Any sharp objects or needles we discard in this container. Over here you'll see a lot of things that you've probably seen in your doctor's office. Blood pressure cuffs. Here we have a stethoscope. I'm sure you've seen one of these before. You might have one in a doctor kit at home. Here's a thermometer. We have the old-fashioned thermometer where we can take your temperature under your tongue or under your arm. Over on the other wall we have several cabinets. Each cabinet is labeled with a label that tells us what we can expect to have inside the cabinet. So this is our trauma and bandaging cabinet. You can see here we have a whole lot of different bandage options, as well as some water and a few other items. Up here we have our personal protective equipment cabinet. This cabinet, you can see the little red biohazard bags. Up here we have an extra vest for the roadside. This is our action area. We keep a lot of items in this area when we're actually on the road, but above it is our airway cabinet. And you can see our airway cabinet is very full. We use this cabinet a lot. And then we get to the back of the ambulance so I can show you our stretcher. This is probably the most important thing in the ambulance. It has 5 seat belts to keep our patients extra safe because this is where they lay when we're transporting them. Thank you so much for joining me on this ambulance tour. Have an awesome day.